And welcome to Roll with the Punches, the RPG boxing stream where we train our body and mind to better cope with the blows life sends our way. We use an RPG-style reward system that keeps us motivated in order to develop the healthy habits that will serve us for the rest of our lives. Roll with the Punches has 4 main objectives. Use rewards to build healthy habits, lower stress with exercise and by practicing mindfulness, increase confidence and a sense of self-worth by focusing on positivity, utilizing a support group to help us when we need it. Today's stream is focused on lowering our stress levels with exercise, specifically boxing. Boxing is a total body cardio workout. I'll go into more details about the workout in a second, but if a boxing workout sounds intimidating, don't worry. I've structured the workout into 3 levels of difficulty. Don't feel bad about going at a slow pace if you're just starting out. I'll circle back to the details for the workout, along with a little tutorial in a second, but for now, let's check out those objectives. First is creating some sort of reward system for yourself to push you to do the things that you should do but can't find the motivation for. At a very basic level, I recommend giving yourself around 1 experience point for every minute you spend on something that has a positive impact on your life. For every 1000 XP, give yourself a little reward. You can learn more in the Roll with the Punches campaign journal I put together. Check out the free PDF after today's stream. Next, we want to look at managing stress by practicing mindfulness. The good news is, today's boxing workout will be a good starting point for this. A boxing round is a sequence of being tensed and relaxed. Because of that, I found that the skill of relaxing myself in stressful situations has carried over outside the ring as well. And also, once again, make sure you check out the free campaign journal for even more ideas. The third objective is to increase our confidence and a sense of self-worth by focusing on positivity. In my experience, I've found that combat sports like boxing, as well as martial arts like karate, have helped me to become more confident and feel better about myself. The process of pushing through my limits and getting stronger makes me feel like I can handle anything life throws at me. You need to be your own cheering section, but I'll also do my best in these streams to let you know how awesome you are for taking on such a tremendous challenge. You've already done amazingly just by committing to showing up and being ready to work. We can't fail today. We can only hit our limit, and that will only make us stronger going forward. The fourth objective is to build and use a support group to help us when we need it. An adventurer doesn't battle dragons alone. They need a party. Luckily for us, we've got one right here. You've got me and everyone else in chat encouraging you. Off stream, please head over to discord.gg/blindwave to the Roll with the Punches channel to talk together. Reach out to your family and friends to help you when you're feeling low. And talk to your doctor and therapist, especially if you think you might be suffering from anxiety, depression, or any other mental illness. We've got to recuperate our mind as much as our body. I'm not a doctor, a therapist, or an expert boxing trainer, but I have all 3 of those in my adventuring party. While I'm happy to share what I've learned, these workouts are more about accountability and motivation, as opposed to training you to be the next world champion. Please make sure you speak with your doctor if you have any concerns about starting a workout routine. While the Roll with the Punches system has helped me, it isn't a replacement for expert advice and treatment, so please seek help when you need it. Alright, now that I've defined the goals of Roll with the Punches, let's learn about what you can expect from today's stream, as well as how to punch with a tutorial. First, you don't need any special equipment to follow along with today's workout. You only really need the following to get started. Comfortable workout clothes, socks, and shoes. The flatter the shoe, the better. Water or a sports drink, a towel, an open space, at least enough to take 4 small steps in each direction, and then to punch without hitting anything. And a fighting spirit. Here's some optional equipment you may want to consider. A heavy bag. You can do all these workouts shadow boxing without a heavy bag, but a bag will help you build power. Plus, it just feels satisfying to hit something. Make sure you take it easy starting out, and note that if you are hitting a bag, the next 2 items become required. Hand wraps and boxing gloves. Wrapping your hands will protect them, as well as your wrists if you're hitting the bag. You should wear gloves hitting the heavy bag, and you can wear them shadow boxing if you want to make the rounds harder. If you don't have gloves but want to push yourself, you can hold hand weights, no more than a pound. Just make sure they don't slip. A yoga mat. We do some ab exercises and possibly some other exercises down on the ground. A yoga mat will make these more comfortable, but you can use a towel if you're in a pinch. Jump rope and jump rope pad. I'll show you other exercises that you can do instead of jump roping, but jumping rope is a great workout, and it will help your boxing in a number of ways. Okay, let's talk about the workout. Make sure you pace yourself. Go easy. especially if you're new to boxing or exercise in general. You can always up the volume and intensity as you get more experienced. Don't feel the need to follow my pace. You can go slower or you can go faster. The boxing rounds are broken up into difficulty levels. Level 1 is the easiest, with level 3 being the most difficult. Here's the breakdown. If you're following along at level 1, you will have 1 minute of work time, followed by 1 minute off, repeated. Just follow along with my instructions, when to start and stop, and you'll be fine. Take 2 to 4 breaths between each combo at least. Level 2, you'll have 2 minutes on and 2 minutes off. Level 3 works the full 3-minute round and has a 1-minute rest between rounds. The volume and speed in which you throw the punches, plus head movement and footwork, will all determine how hard of a workout each round is. Start off easy, but challenge yourself as you find out what your limit is. Now that we're properly equipped and you know what to expect, let's start the tutorial. Please note that this is a very brief overview of these techniques. I'm just going over enough so that you can follow along with the workout. You can find a lot of other videos on YouTube that cover the techniques in more detail. Feel free to ask questions during the stream too. Also, there isn't a perfect way to do these techniques that work for everybody. You may need to adjust things slightly to make them work for you. In this intro, I'll be covering the basic boxing stance, breathing, and the 2 basic punches. Let's start with the boxing stance. This is the foundation that we'll be building everything off from, so it's the most important of the 3. To get into a basic boxing stance, stand with your feet about shoulder width apart. Now take your dominant foot and step back. You'll know you're at about the right position if you take a knee and your knee reaches the heel of your front foot. And there's about a fist worth of space between your knee and heel. You might need to adjust this a little. Go ahead and stand back up. Now, we need to turn our body slightly inwards. To do this, we rotate our back foot somewhere between 45 and 90 degrees outward. We then can rotate our front foot slightly, up to 45 degrees. You can check that you're in the right position by moving your back foot in a straight line up to your front toe. Our back heel should line up with our front toe. Now, we want to bend our knees a few inches. This will help us be balanced in a variety of positions and help us be able to move quickly. It's also great for working out the legs. We want our weight to be evenly dispersed between our front and back legs. Your weight should be on the balls of your feet. Your back heel should be slightly off the ground. Your front heel can be elevated or planted, but the weight should still be forwards on the ball of the foot. Great job. Now we're in our boxing stance. I know it's a lot to take in, so let's do it again. Stand with your feet shoulder width apart. Take a step backwards with your dominant foot. Imagine a line between your legs and make sure that each foot is on either side, like you're taking a stride. Turn your feet in so that your back heel and front toes are touching that imaginary line. Bend your knees. Lift your back heel. Make sure your weight is even across both legs and on the balls of your feet. Okay, now let's try to move in this stance. To move in a direction, we will shift our weight to the opposite foot before taking a step. Let's try moving forward. Shift your weight to your back leg and take a step with your front foot. Good. Now, shift your weight to your front leg and step that back foot up the same distance, making sure to keep your knees bent and your stance at a proper width. Weight should be on the balls of your feet. Kneel to check your stance. Okay, let's start again and take 4 steps forward. Weight on the back foot, stepping with the front. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Now let's step backwards. Shift your weight to your front leg. Now step back with your back foot. Shift the weight again to the back leg and step the front foot back the same distance. Kneel to check your stance. Good. Let's get back up into our stance and step backwards 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Left and right are similar. To move left, we will put our weight on our right leg and step with the left. Now let's take 4 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, knees bent, weight on the balls of the feet, and it becomes equally distributed between both legs once we've finished our step. Now let's go to the right. Weight on the left leg and step to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, great. Now let's go back to center and try it all together. Forward, 1, 2, 3, 4. Back, 1, 2, 3, 4. Left, 1, 2, 3, 4. And right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Good job. Now that our lower body's in the right position, we need to work on our upper body. We bring our hands up to about the corners of our mouth, making sure our elbows are tucked in. I like to leave my hands here, but a more traditional position for your hands would be to take your rear hand in front of your face about a thumb's width away. From there, your lead hand is an outspread hand's width from your rear hand. Make sure you're not blocking your vision, but are protecting your face. Also, make sure to keep that chin tucked downwards. Okay, great. We have learned the basic boxing stance. There's a lot of variations and other more advanced techniques that we will be getting into during other streams, but this is good enough for today. It'll get us started. So now let's get into the punches. The jab, or as I will call it, the number 1, will be the punch that we are throwing the most. It travels straight towards our opponent while twisting inward. We're also going to practice throwing it with a step. This is what it will look like. Slowly. And with speed. Now let's go over it step by step. Get into your boxing stance. Make sure your knees are bent, chin down, hands up, but be relaxed. Don't tense your shoulders or clench your fists. Now slowly and while relaxed, bring your lead hand straight forward at a height where your opponent's jaw would be. As the jab extends, it is rotating inward. Be careful your elbow doesn't flare out. You can check yourself by throwing this with your front shoulder touching a wall or a punching bag. The punch should travel straight through a pipe with no part of the fist or arm hitting the pipe side. Your hand should be relaxed for as long as possible. We only clench our fist before impact. Make sure your thumb is outside your fist. We're impacting with our first 2 knuckles. Pull out some finger guns so we can check our wrist alignment. Where your fingers are pointing is where the power is driving. We want to make sure our wrist is straight. Stick your guns away and now bring the punch straight back so that your hands are back in your guard. Make sure your hands are relaxed on the way back in. Alright, let's try it. Drive your front hand forward. Once you get to this point, start the rotation. Clench your fist before impact. Now that we're extended, check your wrist alignment. Okay, now bring it back. Great. Let's try that 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's add a little speed and power to it with the help of a step. This time as we throw the jab, put your weight on your back foot and step with the front as you throw the jab. Your foot should come down as the punch impacts. Then, as you bring the punch back, step back with your front foot back into its original position, into your boxing stance. Let's try that again. Okay, good. Now 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great job. That's the basics of the jab. Before we move on to the next punch, let's learn how to breathe with our punches. Whether you're breathing correctly with your punches will make the biggest difference in your exhaustion level for today's workout. Hold your breath and you'll be winded before the first round is over. Let's stand relaxed while we're learning the basics of breathing. We are usually breathing in and out with our nose. Deep, controlled, relaxed breaths when possible. When we need to punch, we can breathe out with the nose or out with the mouth, constricting and controlling our airflow. We want to constrict our throat and use our tongue pressed against the roof of our mouth to create a small opening for the breath to escape and a quick way to stop the airflow. It will sound like this. It's 1 short exhalation per punch, normally. After the combo is over, breathe in with your nose and be ready for the next combo. Let's try it with the jab. In your stance. Let's do it 4 times, with our step and a breath. That may feel awkward, but you'll get it with time. From here on out, we're always going to be breathing with our punches. Finally, let's move on to the straight rear punch, our number 2. There's a lot of carryover in technique from the jab. Our rear hand is moving straight forward, relaxed, and twisting. Once it reaches its target, check your wrist alignment, and then bring it back. Now the big difference is going to come from how we put speed and power into this punch. We need to get our hips and shoulders involved in driving the punch forward. Let's start with the feet. In our boxing stance, take your rear foot and drive it inwards. Imagine you're squishing a bug into the ground. This is the motion that will then drive our hip inwards. As our hips turn, your shoulders come with it, and all of this is driving that rear hand straight into our target. Let's try it again. Turn the rear foot, which turns the hips, which turns the shoulders, which drives the punch straight forward. Bring the punch back straight, and set that rear foot back into your normal boxing stance. Let's try it 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome. Shake it out and relax. All right, great job, everyone. You've now got everything you need to get started and to follow along with today's workout. Remember, if you need more information, check out that free campaign journal PDF, as well as feel free to ask questions in the chat. Okay, let's start to roll with the punches. Must unmute. There we go. Hello everyone and welcome to Roll with the Punches. Today, the rear uppercut, which is going to be our punch number 6. I'm very excited about today. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling strong. I'm feeling ready to work. How about you? How are you feeling today? You ready to go? If this is live on Saturday, if you've come back to this one later in the week, there's, man, what number are we on now? 7? Is this number 7? They are piling up all these workouts. You can go back, learn the different techniques that we've gone over so far. You can mix up the workouts. You can pick your favorite segments and mush them all together into an ultimate workout. Today should be a fun one. Looking forward to it. Getting us a lot of different punches to work with. We're going to have 6 now. So there's a lot of different combinations we can throw. Next week, I think I'm going to start teaching some defense. We learned the duck, but we'll start learning some blocks, catches, things like that. And I have some fun ideas for how to do those, because it's hard to do defense by yourself because like you don't have anything to react to. So I have some ideas of how to maybe do that. We'll see. Should be fun. But I got some ideas today too to make things fun as well as challenging. Make sure you challenge yourself at your level, whatever that happens to be. If you need to start going easy and slow because you feel yourself gassing out, do that. Just try not to stop. Try to stick with me to the end. Oh, I might even move the camera a little today and do a couple rounds on the heavy bag because it's new and I love it. I love it so much. But if you don't have a heavy bag, the rounds are completely doable shadow boxing as well. You can do them with gloves, without gloves. Especially starting out, I wouldn't recommend using too heavy of gloves because, like, at a certain point, I'll do rounds with my 16-ounce gloves in order to, like, condition my shoulders and my arms to make it so I can work longer. But when you're learning the techniques, it's important to be able to do the technique properly as many times as you can. So if you're wearing out your arms by additional weight, you're doing less reps, and therefore you're not improving as quickly as you could. So it's better to get the technique down first, I think, rather than the conditioning. But it depends on your goals as well. If you're just doing this for fun, to get in shape, then you modify it to make it work however it works best for you. My upper back is pretty stiff, so I need that warm up today. So I say let's get started unless anyone has any questions from last week before we get started. Go ahead and get my music queued up. I have 2.5 gloves, probably too much. Not sure. 2.5. Is that like 2.5 pounds? Yes, that's probably too much. I wouldn't go over than a pound. And it depends on, like, you know, your weight class as well. But I think 12-ounce gloves are pretty good, like, first size gloves to get for the most amount of people. If you're like particularly small or something, maybe go a little lighter. But I think 12-ounce gloves are very good. Very good overall gloves. You don't want to spar with those, but everything else, 12 ounce is good. Couldn't do the last one entirely, just watch the instructional. Didn't really get the lead uppercut. It takes time, and I might not be the best person to explain it to you either. There's a ton of other YouTube videos out there on how to do these different techniques, and there's not one way to do them. I'm teaching like a basic way, but there's other basic ways to do it as well that might feel better for you, or just might be explained better for you. So I'll never say just subscribe to this channel and never watch any other boxing channels. Tons of other great stuff out there. I really like precision striking, which I've linked to on the channel. Fight Camp has some good like breakdowns of different techniques as well. So there's a lot of good stuff out there. And I find the rear uppercut to be much easier than the lead uppercut today too. So this one might feel a little easier for you. I really struggled with the lead hook. That was probably the one I struggled with the most. We all have our different challenges. All right, let's get this music started. Let's get warmed up. You guys hear that? Turn it down just a smidge, I think. How's that balance? Does that look all right? Bring it down just a smidge more. Will boxing training help me get shoulders? I mean, so especially lately, it's been 95 to 99% boxing for me. And so, I mean, you know, I think my shoulders are pretty good. And I haven't really done weightlifting much or anything like that, especially not for my shoulders. Heavy bag works out the shoulders a little more, but I think boxing can get you in shape all over. It might not get you like the biggest muscles if that's what you're going for. Then you're going to need to weightlift. Yeah, I probably need to get back into some more weightlifting just to kind of have a better overall fitness. But yeah, it's been almost entirely boxing for me. Okay, yeah, let's go. Let's get our necks going. Let's look up and look down. Look up. Look down. So different manufacturers do boxing gloves differently. Look up. And look down. Some of them have sizes like medium, large, and so on and so forth. Left and right. And some of them just have ounces. So it really just depends. You kind of have to look at their site and their size guides to let you know. Even the same manufacturer will do it differently sometimes to the right. So Hayabusa, their S4s only come in like medium, large sizes, left and right, but their T3s come in ounces. Okay, good. Let's do half circles. So for their S4s, I have to go like a 14 or a 16 ounce in order for it to fit on me. But their T3s, I can do a 10 ounce, 12 ounce, 14 ounce, whatever. They all fit. So I prefer to try to go with gloves that are by ounces rather than by size. But I also don't have like huge hands or small hands. I think they're pretty average. Oh, this feels good. Been pretty tense the last few days. Let's do arm circles right going forward 10 times. Twice around is 1. Had some anxiety issues the last few days. Flare-ups. Let's do left going forward. But I felt better yesterday. I feel even better today. Good. Let's do right back. Warm up those muscles. Left back. Yeah, boxing, you don't have to do it to fight. You can definitely just do it for fitness. I think it's still fun to think about the tactics and like when you would use certain things. But if you never want to spar, if you never want to fight, both arms swinging forward. Boxing is still a great full body workout. It engages the brain as well as the brawn. And I just like martial arts, combat sports in general. Back, I find it's good for building confidence, making you feel strong. Okay, good. Let's shake it out. Let's move around on our feet a little bit. Just kind of moving that weight back and forth, letting the arms be loose. Get those legs warmed up, get that heart rate going. And I'm going to bring them in closer together. Kind of do this sort of motion, pivoting back and forth. And back to this. Okay, kick it out. Hug ourselves. Wrap it around, come back, wrap it around. Get 10 of those. Make sure you're breathing. Good. Elbows back, reach back. That's 1, do 10. I want to get right into the boxing, but I got to finish warming up. All right, feet a little wider than shoulder width, straight ahead. Hop to the side, so we're going to elbow with the right, reach with the right. 10 times. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. To the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Check it out. Get a drink if you need it. Let's do hip rotations as far around as you can, 10 times in a direction, then switch. Turn down my TV a little. Oh, it's a little loud. Okay, and around. Yeah, I wanted to wear the Dragon Ball Z outfit today. I want to try to do a video on lessons Dragon Ball Z has taught me about mental health. I mean, anime is great just as a motivation and inspiration, for me at least, but there's some things that's helped me think about that it's really helped me. Even in this last bit of trouble with anxiety that I've had. Okay, let's do the upper body now. So I was out running with my daughter and I had, I'm not sure if it's an asthma attack or a bronchial spasm, but couldn't breathe. So I've been thinking about my breath a lot lately for the last few days, wondering if I'm able to breathe and worrying and panicking about that other side. So I kind of see that voice in my head as like young Gohan being trained by Piccolo. Like he doesn't believe he can do it. And so Piccolo's there like pushing him. So I went and did like a 10-minute round on the heavy bag. Shake it out. To just try and like, okay, let's see if I am having trouble breathing or not. This is gonna tell me. So just did 10 minutes on the heavy bag. Breathing was fine. Felt a lot better. All right. Let's see, where were we? Hips, alternating toe touches. My least favorite. Here we go. Oh, my legs always start very stiff, but they loosen up as they go. Okay, good. Let's loosen up those legs a little more. Do some high knees. You can just bring them up, or you can do hop knees. Try to do 10 each side. We're gonna need this for that first round. We're gonna do some footwork. Lost count, so that's about right. And let's do some butt kicks. Again, you can just feel the stretch, or you can stretch and add some cardio into it. 10 times, each side. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But yeah, being able to like push myself to a limit just increases my confidence over time. It's a big key in dealing with anxiety. So today, we're gonna hit some of those limits. Increase them a little more each time. All right. Oh, good stuff. I'm feeling good. Let's talk about the rear uppercut. Get the music. Okay, so no great surprises here. Go ahead and get a drink if you need it. Oh, no real surprises with the rear uppercut. Bottom of the body is going to be very similar to our straight right, to our straight rear punch, where we are rotating our foot, rotating our hips, rotating our shoulders, all of that motion. We've done this motion a lot, every single week since we started. Okay? So it's going to be that same similar motion with the rear uppercut. What we want to be careful of, and we want to be careful of this with every punch, but you tend to want to do it more, I find, with the rear uppercut, is we don't want to lean forward in order to throw this. Okay? See the angle of my back here? That is too far forward. You don't want to do that with this punch either. But with this one, you have a tendency to want to. You want to try to keep upright. You don't really want to lean backwards, but that's kind of what's in my mind, is I am leaning back. It's kind of like if you're on a seesaw and someone else is over there and I'm pushing back on my end in order to lift them so I can stay upright as I throw this punch. Now, as far as the upper body goes, we talked about the lead uppercut before. It's kind of similar, where we start by dropping our hand, which is a scary thing to do, but we got to do it. Drop our hand down, drop it with the palm facing up, and it's loose. It's not tight in a fist until the very end. But you can hold it in a fist, just don't squeeze at this point. It's loose until the end, okay? And imagine that your elbow is tied to your belly button, okay? We don't want to throw out here. We don't even want to throw here. As we're rotating, this sticks with this. And that's true with the lead uppercut as well. But imagine that the elbow is connected to the center of your body. So it's coming across kind of like this as it comes up. If you were to continue the motion, this is an over-exaggeration, but it would go like this. Now, we don't go like that. We pop it. The fist is level, like this. You could almost balance something on top of it, like so. This way's probably better. So, down. This is just the upper body. Like so. And you know what's happening on the lower body already. You can throw it again at different lengths. You can throw it super close, mid, long, but we're going to work at like that 90-degree angle. And the pop is important. You're not trying to like lift something. It's more about the pop than it is the power and getting it in the right place. So I'm not pushing against something. It's not a... It's a pop. Okay, so let's try that 10 times. Get in your stance, hands up. You can take it slow, one step at a time. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to speed it up a little. 4, 5. Speed it up a little more. 6, 7, 8, Speed it up a little more. 9, 10. And that is the rear uppercut. Are there any questions? Now you can throw it like all these punches, and we'll start talking about body punches in a little later one, but you can throw any punch we've learned so far to the body or to the head. So with the body, it's kind of more of this of a motion. And the head, sort of more like this of a motion. And you want to be careful doing any sort of uppercut on the bag, unless it's an uppercut bag in particular, because you don't want to hit and bend your wrist backwards like this. So you either sort of stuff it to where you hit the bag and you're not trying to complete that whole movement upwards. You're just sort of kind of stopping at the halfway point and making impact there. Or you just go short and just don't hit the bag, but still make the motion. All right. Well, if you do think of questions, put them down in the comments below, and we can cover it in a future video. But I am ready. Oh no, I'm not ready. I forgot that timer starts. But we're going to start off with basic footwork. So let's go ahead and go over that. I mean, we've gone over that before, but we're going to make an H motion on its side. Maybe an I, maybe more of an I. So I have about 4 steps worth of space, but however much space you have, you can utilize. So we're going to be going at different speeds with this basic footwork. We're not going to worry about any punches. You can throw punches in there if you want to, but we're really concentrating on the footwork. So we go forward 4 steps, 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll go left, 2, 3, 4, right, 2, 3, 4, and then back. And then once we're back, we do the same thing again, okay? I want you to try to put the pendulum step at each of those stops. So if I'm going forward, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Pendulum step, which we've worked on before, which is you're stepping, say, 4 inches with the front foot, and then you step 2 inches with the back foot. And if you're kind of up on the front of your feet, you can make it into this sort of hop, right? It's a step, but once you add speed to it, really works the calves, keeps you in the rhythm, okay? So I'm going to say a speed. So I might say like slow and cautious, and we'll start going at that speed. I might say pick it up, and then you'll go a little bit faster. Then I might say pick it up more, increase, slow it down. Just, you don't have to match my speed, but try to adjust based on what I say. It's kind of the basic idea. Okay, let's get that going. If I hit this again, let's start. All right, so get ready, get in your stance. Oh, it's not resetting. Figure this out. Turn this off. Do this. There we go. All right, let's go. Forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slow and steady. To the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. To the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pick up the speed a little bit. Left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get those pendulum steps in. I've been forgetting. To the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. To the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pendulum. We're going back. A little faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pendulum. To the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pendulum. To the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pendulum. Slow it down. Forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pendulum. Left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pendulum. Pick up the speed. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pendulum. Back. Slow it down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pendulum. Left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pendulum. Pick up that speed. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pendulum. Forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pendulum. Level 1's resting. I forgot to set my timer. Go back. 2, 3, 4. Pendulum. Left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pendulum. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pendulum. Forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. Level 1's about to come back in. Level 2's about ready to take a break. Left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pendulum. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pendulum. Back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pendulum. Slow it down. Left. 2, 3, 4. Pendulum. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pendulum. Forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pendulum. Left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pendulum. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pendulum. Back. Faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pendulum. Left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pendulum. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pendulum. Forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get ready. Oh, everyone rests. All right. Good. Let me start my timer. Start my timer. Okay. Sorry about that. All right. Next round is going to be a jab plus any other punch. Okay? So go, try to throw when I say throw. I'm gonna try to do this one with the bag. Oh, yeah. So you start with a jab, and then you follow it up with another punch. So it could be jab cross, jab rear hook, whatever you got. Gonna start my timer. Hang on. Trying to get too fancy. Stop this timer. All right, get ready to go. Go. Single punch, then jab, then something else. So, you can do a 1-2, you can do a double jab, you can do a 1-3, you can do a 1-4, you can do a 1-6, you can go back to the 1-2, that's sort of your staple. Take time, reset. You can move around a little bit. Shadow boxing, absolutely. Do it on the bag. Pace yourself. All right, level 1's about ready to take a break. And level 1, take a break. It's hard to double up on the same side, so it's okay to reset, or just stick with the 1, 2. Keep those hands up, keep that chin down, keep those knees bent. Breathe on every punch. Here we go. Level 1, about 20 seconds till you come back in. Level 2, you get your break. Almost. And level 1, come back in. Level 2, take a break. Level 3, keep going. How hard you want to work depends on how much rest time you give between your combos. You can go faster than me, you can go slower. Start with that jab. Can lead into everything. "20 seconds. You can do it. "5 seconds, go. In time. Nicely done. Okay. Next round. This back. You can do this on the bag, but probably be better for you if I do it in front of camera. Okay. So next round, we're going to do 3, 4, 5, 6. So first we do 3, 4. That's lead hook, rear hook. Then we do 5, 6, lead uppercut, rear uppercut. Then the next time we put all those together. So 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we go back to 3, 4. Okay? All right, let's go. So start off with the 3, 4. Lead hook, rear hook, reset. Make sure you're in a good stance. And then lead uppercut, rear uppercut, reset. Now string it together. 3, 4, 5, 6. And back to 3, 4. Here we go. 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. Great job. 3, 4, 5, 6. Make all of them good punches. Don't go too fast. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we're drilling the techniques. 3, 4, 5, 6. Try to feel them flow. 3, 4, 5, 6. Good job. Level 1's resting. 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. We got this. Come on. 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. Awesome. 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, 20 seconds till level 1 comes back in. Level 2 gets that break. 3, 4,
5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. You can do this on the bag if you haven't. Do it shadow boxing. Almost break time for level 2. 3, 4. All right, 1 back in, 2 break. 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Minute left for level 3. 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4. Chin down. 5, 6. Hands up. 3, 4, 5, 6. Make sure you're getting the footwork right. You're rotating your body on those punches. 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. Almost there. 3, 4, 5, 6. Come on. About 5 seconds. 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. Rest. Woo! Nice. Well done. All right, last round. It's going to be a mix-up of freestyle. So it's going to be guided shadow boxing, okay? Going to move around your space. Imagine an opponent. But I'm going to call out what you're going to do. Okay, I might say single, which throws a single punch. It can be whatever you want. It can be a jab, cross, whatever, 1 punch. If I say double, that's 2 punches. Triple is 3, quad is 4. I won't go any higher than that today. I might also just say numbers. So I might say 1, 2, and then you throw the 1, 2. I might say 2, 3, then you throw the 2, 3, okay? Throw when I say it, and throw what I say. And if you're not throwing, you're moving around, you're keeping your hands up. All right, move around your space. Let's go. Here we go. Jab. Move around. 1. All right, now single. Move around on the offbeats. Double. Triple. Whatever you want. Jab. Lead hook. 1, 6. Move around. 1, 6. Double jab. Jab. Good. Move around. Level 1's about ready to take a break. Hands up. Work on that footwork. 2, 3. Level 1, take a break. Quad. That's 4 punches. Quad. Double. Good. Triple. Single. 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 Triple. Triple. Good. About 10 seconds till level 1 comes back in. Jab. 1, 2. 1, 2. 3, 4. 5, 6. 2, 5, 6. Good. Level 1's back in. Level 2's taking a break. 2, 5, 6. Move around. Move around. Relax. Jab. Good. Jab. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 3, 4, 5. Good. 3, 6. Double. 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 Good. Single. Everyone rest. All right. Good job, everyone. Yeah, my text is a little broken, but it'll be okay. All right, let's do one more round. Straight freestyle. I'm going to do it on the bag. Make sure set this to 1 minute so you can hear it. Straight freestyle. Last round. Here we go. Throw combos, foot movement. Imagine that opponent. Throw that jab on the way out to get your distance. Good. Chin down, hands up, knees are bent. Level 1, about ready to take that break. Good. Level 1, want a break. Come on. Even if you're just standing with your hands up and not throwing punches, don't give up yet. That's no good. Try that again. A little better. Let's try a fast one. Level 1's about ready to come back in. Level 2, break. Level 1, back in. Level 2, take a break. We got this. Let's do the other way around. Yeah. "25 seconds. You got this. Almost done. Finish strong. All right. All right. Nicely done. Timer. Text. Let's get into critical hit. We made it this far. Let's push ourselves to the end. Critical hit. Okay. Cool. There we go. How do you squash the bug with your right foot when you do the rear uppercut? Lower motion is exactly the same. So, instead of throwing it straight, you just load it. But the bottom motion is exactly the same. I mean, you can throw some tweaks into it, but just to get you started, exactly the same movement. If you're having trouble with it, it probably means you're putting too much weight on your back leg and you can't twist it. So weight is transferring from the back leg to the front leg. And the twisting of the foot is what brings the hips and the shoulders around. All right? Now, it also depends on what your natural stance is, right? So if my stance is already very forward, like this, then I can't really go any further, right? My hips are already there. So I either need to just kind of do my upper body, or I load it up, move the foot a little more perpendicular, and then do it, right? So what'll happen is you have someone in like a very bladed stance, like a Philly shell or something, right? You can't do this from here. So that's why you step out to do it if your stance is more of a bladed stance. And then you can come back. Or you can stay there, throw a combination, and then come back to it, right? So it's all about foot positioning and where your balance is. That's what you got to think about. You got to think about that transference of weight and that feeling of balance as you're throwing the punches. Okay, we got 2 critical hits today. Let's get the timer going, which you guys should probably want to see that timer. Back. Like that. That should work. All right, let's set this to 20 seconds. On, 20 seconds off. Get something with a little higher beat. Should be all right. All right, so we're starting with shoe shines. We've done those before. But if you weren't here for it, feet are going to be wider than shoulder width apart, facing forward. We're going to be tapping with each foot as we do sort of an uppercut motion with each hand. So right foot comes down as the right hand would connect, right? We're going straight out like we're hitting a ball, and straight back like this. And as you go faster, it kind of looks like you're doing a circular motion, right? We're going to start slower on the first ones, start to speed it up as we go. Let's do 3 rounds, and then we'll do another set of critical hit exercises. Abs, cool down, done. All right, let's get ready to go. Get in position. 2, 1, go. 20 seconds, so whatever speed you can maintain that for. Slower on the first one. Keep their shoulders loose. And time. Shake it out. Get a breath. Use that 20 seconds of rest as efficiently as possible, because we're going to go again a little faster this time. Oh. Here we go. Go. All right. Last round. Last round. My hands are loose until they're at the top, just like with the uppercuts. Be straight like this. Seen people do it like this. Go. Time. Nice. All right. Ignore the timer. So we go over the next one. So the next one is not going to be very fun. I will not lie. But you can modify it. Now, where are we? Here we go. Okay. Punch hops. Oh boy. So if you need to modify this, absolutely do it. This one is a lot more challenging than some of the stuff that we've done before, but it is so good for conditioning your legs. So if you just want to do squats, or you want to do the squats high knees for this, if you can't do this, or you want to do the rock backs, that's perfectly fine. But this is the punch hops. So we get down into a squat. We get down into a squat. We punch, but we hop with every punch. So both feet come off the ground. You're low. Depending on how low that squat is, it's going to be how challenging it is. It's not easy, but it is also effective. So I'm going to get down to a squat. Try to do it for 20 seconds. That's the plan. But like I said, if that's not working for you, if you're not up to that level yet, that's okay. You can squat to a punch, right? You can build up to it. Okay. We're gonna get ready to go. We're gonna try to do that for 3 rounds as well. It's not gonna be easy. Here we go. Go. It's only 20 seconds. 10 more. Come on. Ha. Yeah. Woo. Shake it out. Didn't get very low on that one. I'll do like 10 sets of these. The first couple are really challenging, then it gets easy, then it gets hard again. The first one and the last one, usually the worst. Let's go again. I'm a little lower now. Feeling a little better. It burns, but we only gotta do 3. Woo! 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! All right, last set. Last set. Woo! Woo! Heart rate's going. Get ready. Last set. Come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh. All right. We're going to need those stretches now. We got abs. We got abs. Cool down and then done. Tilt it down. Gonna get a drink. It is not easy to stay in a good boxing stance for 10 rounds. So we really got to condition those legs. It's easy to get lazy and come up too high because your legs aren't conditioned enough. So we got to work it. Woo! That one's a challenge, but a good one. All right, we're not quite done with the legs yet. We're going to do some abs. We're going to do 3 exercises. The first one are flutter kicks. Turn off that timer. So flutter kicks, you can have your hands on the ground to make them a little easier. You can take your shoes off to make them easier. But it's just kicking into the air like this. Try to keep your legs straight. If you want to make it more challenging, bring your hands off the ground, like so. Okay, that's going to be the first. Next one's going to be crisscrosses. So instead of going up and down, crisscross them like this, same idea. Hands are down, it's a little easier. Hands are up, more challenging. Try to go wide. And then the last ones for today are going to be, oh no, I forgot what they're called. Oh man, I do them every day. Yeah, can't remember, but they're out and then you pull them in. So you pull your knees into your chest, full extension, like this. Again, hands are down, it's easier. Hands are up, more challenging. Like so. You'll feel in the legs, but you want to make sure you're feeling in the abs as well. Just going to do those. Try to do at least 10 reps. So for me, a rep is if right leg is down, when the right leg is down again, that's 1 rep. If I crisscross, twice is 1 rep. And then knee tucks, that's what they're called. Knee tucks. So knee tucks is just, that's 1 rep. So try to challenge yourself to do 10, but if that's too easy, keep going. You can do these like a HIIT, where you do as many as you can for 20 seconds, and then rest, back on and off. Or you can do reps, just try to challenge yourself a little more each time. Unless you're failing, and then don't be afraid to take it back a little bit, build yourself up. All right, let's start. Flutter kicks in 3, 2, 1, go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And relax. Going to do crisscrosses next. We're almost done. Keep it up. Keep it up. One last breath. And 3, 2, 1, go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good. We'll get to the whole ab routine eventually, but when I started, I couldn't do the whole routine. That was 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. But now I'm up to 50 of each exercise. So if you're struggling now, you'll grow if you keep at it. Another breath, and then knee tucks. Then cool down, we're done. We got this. And 3, 2, 1, go. Hands down makes it easier. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good. Awesome job, guys. It's good to get in some exercise every day. If it's just the warm-up and abs, it's still a pretty good day. Feeling good. Ready to stretch. My legs need it. We'll give them some extra love today. Oh yeah, cool down, cool down. Bam. Okay. Legs out. Reach for those toes. Really proud of you guys for making it this far. It is not easy. If you've been here every week, that's amazing. If this is your first time, that is amazing too. Starting is hard, keeping with it is hard, but it's all worth it. To the left. You keep at it, you'll see improvements. You'll get stronger. It might be slow. Not everything will improve at the same rate to the right. Things might be really great one week, and then the next week you do it, and it's not great that time. It'll come and go, especially starting out. Good. Feet together. Right foot over the left. Left hand across. Left elbow pressing into that right leg, that right knee. Right arm behind you. You're going to twist and look backwards. Stretch the glutes, upper back and neck. Deep breaths. Good. And other side. So left leg over, right arm over, left arm back. Oh, twist it around. Okay, we're gonna stretch our legs a little more this time. Make sure you have a mat for this one, or you're in a soft surface. This is one they had me do to rehab my knee. So you're kneeling on your knee, left leg in front like this, and you put your hands on your hips, and you just push your hips forward, like so. Get a stretch right here. Just be careful with your knee if you're driving it into a hard surface. Move my leg a little further. Let me get a little more stretch. Feels good. Definitely need it. Okay, we're going to switch. Put your hands down. Be careful that you're not putting too much pressure on your knee. Other side. Oh, that side definitely needs it. Goodness. Nice job. Keep it up. Going to go down to Cobra next. All right, very good. Relax. Down, belly on the floor. Raise your upper body up. Oh, keep your lower body on the ground as much as you can. Feel that stretch. We're going to do this. Then we're going to push it back to downward dog. I especially have to stretch my Achilles because they will freeze up on me. If I don't stretch them, I have trouble walking the next day. All right, back to downward dog. If you can push back directly, that's fine. If not, just sort of gently walk yourself backwards until you're stretching those Achilles, stretching those calves. Good job. Feel that stretch. Now relax the left leg. Concentrate on the right. You can put it up in the air. Oh no, the sauna. If you really want to challenge yourself, feel that stretch. Relax the right. Stretch the left. Feels good. All right, both feet down. Try to walk yourself up. If not, just stand up however you can, but try to come up slow until we are upright. Move this camera. We're going to reach up as high as we can. We're trying to grab something. Reach, reach, reach. Both hands. Good, good, good. Reach with the right. We're almost done. Heart rate should be coming down. Reach with the left. Mind. You can use this to clear your mind. You can also meditate afterwards. Instead, use this time. Go and relax. Rotator cuff left. You can use this time to think about your session. Think about what you did well, what you did poorly, what you need to focus on. The amount of mind and effort you put into it, it's going to equal the results you get. Switch. I'm going throughout the day, just occasionally throwing punches out there. It might look weird, but helps me relax, gets me focused. It's something I'm serious about, something I want to improve. So I spend the time and effort to do it, and I do. I do improve. Good. Relax. Neck to the left, reach down with the right. If you look at your life, you look at where you're spending your time, that's your priorities. Look up. And down. So if you want your priorities to be different, you've got to look for ways to put time into it. Down to the right, reach down with the left. Look up, reach down, look down, reach down. Great job, guys. Get a drink. Does anyone have any questions about what we covered today, what we've covered in previous weeks, something you're struggling on? As we shake it out. Pat ourselves on the back for an amazing job. Well done. I'm going to be back again doing this next Saturday, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Defense, I think, is going to be the name of the game. I'm going to have to structure that. Have some fun ideas, I think. A little bit different than what we've been doing so far, but new things are exciting. New things are challenging. They help us grow. We still feeling those punch hops? I know I am. Let me tell you. Yesterday I worked my legs hard too. That another really good one. I think I've gone over it before, but that basic movement drill. You just take those legs and you go 3 or 4 inches deeper. And you do that for a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Few better ways to condition your legs for your boxing stance. So good. But I did that yesterday for a few rounds, and my legs are still feeling it. Got to work on shifting my weight between each punch. Yep, definitely. A good drill for that, we've done it before, at least for keeping your feet in place, is this crossover, right? So your feet are wider than shoulder width, straight forward. As one punches, the other one sets down, and you can feel that weight balance there. It's a little different than when you're in your stance, but you can concentrate on that. You can drill it, make sure one foot's moving at a time. And yeah, for me, something else that can help too is to kind of just do this, move my head a little bit, feel that. Then you can add in the punches. Just drill it slow. Don't worry about power. You can do it closing your eyes. That really makes you feel the balance. You're very aware at that point. Doesn't have to be fast either. You drill it slow, you drill it right, speed and power will come. But yeah, that's something that just comes with training. It took me a long time, for sure. For sure. Yeah, I definitely want to do some jump roping, maybe for critical hits a little later. I don't expect everyone to be able to jump rope in their environment or have one, but you can still do the motions even without a jump rope. So we'll definitely start incorporating some of that as well. And I want to just put some jump rope workouts on the channel, separate from these like all-encompassing workouts, some more digestible ones like heavy bag workouts, shadow boxing rounds, jump ropes, maybe some weight training, stuff like that. But yeah, if you do miss a session and you don't want to go back and do the whole session, just go back and watch the instructionals. Try to work on those. We're building it up as we go, for sure. We're still definitely in the beginner level here, but we're adding more and more stuff. Yeah, cheap cordless jump ropes are good, definitely. My daughter has a pair of those. She has her normal jump rope, but she has one of those too that have like foam balls on the end. That's good. But yeah, I struggle with jump rope, but it's good that I do it. I'm trying to work on kickouts. I don't want to break the controller. Like I could do the basic. It's a little harder since I dislocated my knee, but I can do like the running ones, do side to side. I'm trying to work on the kickouts. Just trying to continue to build up my footwork. I have a lot of weaknesses, but I think footwork is still one of them. All right. Anything else before we shut this down? Great start to our weekend. Thank you so much, guys. So glad you could join me. Hope that you are subscribed. We're over 3,000 subscribers, which is amazing. Keep that growing. Get the word out. Try to get our minds and bodies in shape. Get out there so we can roll with the punches life throws our way. Such a good time. Thank you so much. Have a good one. I'll see you guys next time.